Today's the first day for NHL waivers, and we have some big news today regarding that. We have 7 players placed on waivers who could be claimed by other teams, as we're now almost halfway through training camp. We'll discuss those 7 players, including one very interesting name coming up next. Welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. As I mentioned, we have some pretty significant news from the NHL. Of course, we knew coming into today it was going to be the first day of waiver activity. Teams are starting to cut down their training camp groups. Some did more significant cuts than others. Not everybody, of course, needs waivers after they're cut from training camp. Really boils down to their level of experience. But we have 7 players on waivers today amongst 3 different NHL teams, and one certainly more significant than the rest, and that's Utah Mammoth goaltender Connor Ingram. Now, Ingram has got probably the most experience of all these players. He's got 1 year left on his contract, making under $2 million. If the Utah Mammoth have to put him in the AHL, they will. They'll get, obviously, a little bit of cap relief from doing so. But clearly, Ingram is looking for a fresh start. We had heard back as training camp was getting ready to begin that the Mammoth and Ingram weren't going to be moving forward with him as an NHL goaltender this year, that they thought between the player and the team, this was a mutual decision, that it was best for him to get a fresh start somewhere else. We know Ingram missed a big chunk of last season after entering the player assistance program, and obviously dealt with some off-ice issues. We don't know, obviously, a lot of what those were, because that's obviously kept private. But after everything, like I said, it was determined that it was best for his career and the team that he find a new team and move on. So they had tried to trade him. Obviously, weren't able to do so. And now here we are on waivers. They had made that clear back last week. If they can't find a trade, they will do that when the waiver wire period opens up. So lots of teams looking for goaltending help. He's 28 years old. A good amount of experience. He's only signed for this year. It's not an expensive contract. Looking at some teams, I would not be shocked at all. I hope he's claimed, to be completely honest, because I think he's earned another crack at this for a team to take a flyer on him just for this year. It's certainly an option. I mean, you're looking at teams like, I wonder about Edmonton, for example. Ingram was, when that news first broke, I wondered about the Oilers. I know Vegas is still trying to sort out their goaltending, although they may be the leading contenders to sign Carter Hart. I wonder about Carolina. I wonder to some degree about Ottawa. I mean, they've got Allmark and Marillinen, but Marilinen's very young and inexperienced. Bring in somebody else as an extra more experienced goaltender to kind of improve the depth there. May not be the worst thing, but at the same time, they could end up with a Crowder crease in the minors if Marillinen has to go down, which could cause them to lose another goalie that they may not want to, so they may not be as likely. But I do wonder about them at the NHL level. They might have to make a tough decision if they want to give Ingram a shot. And there's other teams out there, too, that definitely have question marks on their goaltending and the depth in the organization. So we'll see. I do hope, like I said, for Connor Ingram's sake, that somebody picks him up, and we'll find that out tomorrow. We have 6 other players on waivers today, 5 of which are with the Ottawa Senators, 1 with the Philadelphia Flyers, and that's Oscar Eklund. So the other 5 are Senators, who were players that we all expected to go and play for the Belleville Senators anyway. No shocking or surprising names here, but that includes Wyatt Bongiovanni, who was a good AHLer for them last year. Xavier Bourgault, of course, who came over from the Oilers last year. Certainly looking for probably a more consistent season, I think. Cameron Crotty, another, veteran minor leaguer who's brought in to certainly improve the experience level in Belleville. Garrett Pilon, a little bit of sandpaper on the back end as well. And then veteran minor league goaltender Hunter Shepard, also in his late 20s as well. I kind of half wonder about Shepard maybe getting claimed. He spent the last few years with the Capitals, with the AHL system. I think he's got a little bit of NHL experience, not much, and it didn't go well. But certainly Shepard he was brought in as a signing to the Senators to give their AHL team some more stability. He'll most likely, if everything stays the same in Ottawa, you're likely looking at Allmark and Marillinen as your NHL tandem, with Mads Sogard likely needing waivers and going down with Shepard at some point, assuming he clears as well. So he was basically brought in as insurance and depth for that team. So we will see what happens in the coming days now that the waiver period is open. We're probably going to have some big days in the next 2 or 3 days where you see 20, 30 players on waivers at a time. That wouldn't be surprising or shocking at all. Teams are in the middle of making a lot of cuts, and a lot of players require that to be sent down to the minors. So we'll see. So be prepared, I guess is what I'm saying, for a very busy waiver wire activity here over the next few days or several days here. So let me know your thoughts on these players on waivers, if they'll be claimed, where might be some good landing spots, especially in the case of Connor Ingram. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. We will discuss further. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and stick around. We'll keep you up to date with the latest news, rumors, and analysis of all 32 NHL teams. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.